Welcome to Southwest Yard and Garden. I'm Curtis Smith. You know, California is not the only place that can grow good grapes. We've got good grapes in New Mexico. Last week we learned about wine grapes at the Los Lunas Agricultural Science Center, and Dr. Ron Walser's come back to Los Lunas to teach us about table grapes. And table grapes are a very different topic, aren't they?
Yes, it's entirely different. There are a few aspects that are similar, but different varieties, different cultivars, different methods of pruning.
Even different species involved.
Yeah, it's different species entirely. So it's a different topic altogether. And yeah, we grow some excellent grapes in New Mexico. Last year I ate some excellent table grapes.
I grew some really good ones in my backyard.
Yeah, backyard's a great place to grow table grapes. You don't need many plants to have a lot of grapes.
That's true. Well, let's go see some.
Okay.
Ron, this is a pretty vine. What plant is this?
This is one of the hybrids. They're a cross between the vinifera, the seedless grapes that you get out of California, and the American types, bred for cold hardiness and seedlessness, and selected. They had to do a lot of crosses to be able to get the seedless aspect in there, and also disease resistant. This one here is Himrod, which is a white seedless, probably the best quality white seedless that we can grow. Excellent for eating and for raisins.
So we can make raisins from this?
Oh, you bet. Yeah, raisins. Himrod makes an excellent raisin. The skin's just a little bit tough, but it really makes a nice raisin.
And I was looking at this, I also saw the leaves and thought of some Mediterranean food I'd eaten with grape leaves.
Yeah, I've heard about that, but I haven't tried it. But I understand it's pretty good. You get one of these leaves and wrap them. I guess wrap the food in the grape leaves.
It's tasty.
But you know, there are a lot of other seedless table grapes that are available. One, a pink one, is called Reliance, and it's an excellent quality seedless table grape. University of Arkansas developed a number of black and red seedless. One was Mars, one was Venus, and those are excellent quality black seedless grapes.
And then we do have the seeded types as well.
Yeah, we have the seeded type, and their leaf structure is much different than these, and we'll take a look at the difference between this leaf structure and the seeded type.
Let's go do that. Ron, this one does look a lot different.
Yes, this is a Labrusca American type. Actually, the name of this one is Concord.
Ah, I know the Concords.
And it was developed in the eastern part of the U.S., but it does okay here. But notice the difference between these leaves. This is a hybrid, nice and shiny. And then look at this one on the backs.
White on the back.
There's a whole different color and actually shape to the leaves. So you can tell the difference just looking at the leaves between the American and the hybrid types.
Now these have seed in them, but they're tasty. They're fun to eat. You have to kind of slurp them out of the skin because normally you don't eat the skin and you spit the seed out.
An excellent flavor. These Concords.
Very tasty.
All of our jellies, our dark jellies, our juice, dark juice comes from Concord. And actually, if you want to spit the seeds out, you can, but if you want to eat them, they have a lot of antioxidants.
They're healthy for you then.
Very healthy, and also the skins have a lot of the antioxidant. You've heard a lot lately about the healthful aspects of grapes, particularly they talk about the wine, but it's the red wines, the dark juices, and actually the seeds have a lot of those antioxidant healthful aspects to them. So.
Looks like this plant has a problem with health itself, though.
Well, yeah, take a look. They were developed in the East, and with our high pH soils, with Concord variety, they developed this iron chlorosis. You can see the green veins and the yellowing between the veins. Very typical iron chlorosis.
So what do we do about that?
Iron chelates, sprays of iron chelates.
Or compost, sulfur?
That'll help some in the long term, the short term sprays of iron chelates, but even without sprays, the Concord will make it here okay.
We've got another variety right here that looks interesting.
Yeah,
looks similar to this.
Let's take a look at this one.
Ron, this one has a white bottom to the leaf too.
Yes, this is a Labrusca type, but it's a white one. It's one called Niagara.
Okay.
And when you get the clear juice, the white juice, that comes from Niagara, as opposed to the dark juice that comes from the Concord.
Okay. And how about the antioxidants in this one?
Not as many.
Not as many.
The dark grapes have more antioxidants, are healthier for you than these, but sometimes you want a white juice.
A different flavor. It's nice to have variety.
Different flavor, and also there's a one that's similar to this called Muscat.
Okay.
Golden Muscat that is really not good for juice, but for flavor and aroma is tremendous.
And I've got a Catawba.
Catawba is a red one that does a good job, and I guess you had some experience making juice out of
Made
it.
juice out of it, turned brown, but when we put sugar, it turned into a very beautiful golden jelly.
So if you want a golden jelly, then look at Catawba. I bet it had a good flavor, though.
It is very mild.
Yeah.
It tasted very good.
The pruning on these is different.
Oh, this doesn't look like those wine grapes at
No,
all.
when we're talking about wine grapes, we did spur pruning. But with these Labrusca types, you need to do what we call a cane pruning. You leave about anywhere from 8 to 12 buds on a cane as opposed to the short spur that you do on the wine grapes.
And that's very different.
So it is different pruning, different technique altogether.
Now, Ron, this looks really good, really pretty, a lot of fruit production, and a different way of growing things. So thank you for showing this to us.
It's been good to be here.
Here's a gardening tip from Southwest Yard and Garden. Proper watering conserves water and reduces accumulation of unwanted salts in the garden soil.